Hello, you guys. Welcome to this Sacral Chakra Yoga Flow. I'm super excited to have you go through this experience. Yoga is so powerful for connecting our mind, our body, and our spirit. So this yoga flow is for all levels, okay? So this is a slow flow. We will be coming out with more advanced yoga flows as we move through this membership, gain momentum in this membership. But this is a slow flow. This is more of a somatic yoga, which also connects to the chakras, because the chakras are embedded inside of our body in certain neural activation centers that are tied to, you can also view this as neural clusters that these cluster of nerves go into certain, also called plexuses, that go into certain organs inside of the body, from the top of the head to the base of the spine, covering all of our systems. So perhaps you've heard that of course you've heard that in this membership, right? That's what these chakras are. They're physical centers, but they're also mental and emotional and spiritual, right? So that's what we're going to be working with. As we move through this flow, it's very important for you to really be in tune with how certain poses bring up, and if they bring up certain emotions or thought patterns, things like that. So it's the physical sensation. Be aware of the physical sensation, but also is there a thought pattern that's associated with this physical sensation or emotional? You know, a lot of people will get frustrated when their body isn't able to do certain things or look in a certain way in yoga. So just be aware of that. Take that as information, that if your pose does not look exactly like mine, that does not mean you're doing it wrong. Yoga is really about feeling into your body. How does it feel inside of your body? And really tuning your awareness inward. The other thing that I want to point out is, without the breath, we do not have yoga. Breath is what unifies all aspects of our being. So staying connected to your breath, breathing deeply. I will be guiding you through with your breath. But just know that that's really what is the glue in yoga. So let's go ahead and begin. If you need to use a blocks are really great within a yoga practice for all levels, right? So you can go ahead and pause the video and grab a block if you haven't already. All you're gonna need is a mat and a clear space. And we'll go ahead and sit down on our mat in a cross-legged easy pose. We're gonna start here with a little sacral chakra meditation to tune in, setting intention for our yoga practice to work with this center. So let's go ahead and close down our eyes, beginning to feel the ground beneath you. Rolling the shoulders down and back, the heart is lifted, lower belly is pulled in. Maybe the palms are facing up for receiving or face down for grounding. Now becoming present for your practice. Noticing the wave of energy flowing through your body now. Maybe noticing if your body is holding on to any tightness within the hips, lower belly. And simply just notice it and see if you can soften those areas of your pelvis, your pelvic floor. And now we will begin attuning to our breath. So let's exhale out all of our air. And take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, filling up the lower belly, rib cage expands, the heart begins to lift. And exhale through the mouth, HA, letting go of any stress, any tension that you might be holding on to. Beautiful, just like that, inhale. And exhale. like a wave, breathing it in, filling yourself up. And exhale through the mouth, letting go of any stress, any tension you might be holding on to. Beautiful. Now, sealing up the lips, bringing the hands to your pelvic floor. And right away noticing any physical sensation, emotional sensation, or maybe mental sensation that starts to come through the body and the mind. Staying focused on your breath, beginning to see a beautiful orange center begin to emerge in the center of your pelvis. If visualization is hard for you, then just focus on sensation. How does this sensation feel today? How does this area feel within your body? Remember, we are observing without judgment. We are observing without judgment. This is the state of mindfulness. Now let's set our intention to activate and cleanse the center of any blockages mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. And any other intentions that you have, you may set that now. Another way of viewing this question is, how do you want to feel as a result of having done this practice? Wonderful job. Let's place our hands now onto our knees. And we'll take a few Sufi grinds. So we're going to inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. And exhale, shoulders cave in, belly button to spine as we circle back. We inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward. You're doing these little torso circles. Okay, moving the energy as if you are scooping through a bowl of soup, stirring a bowl of soup. There it is. Using your breath, staying focused here, pulling everything in as you move back and letting everything out as you come forward. Beautiful. As we move here in this pose, let's bring in our mantra for class. I am in the flow of life. I am joyfully in the flow of life. Maybe I am peacefully in the flow of life. Just focusing on being in the flow of life. Sacral chakra is also all about the water element. So just being in the flow is what we're going to harness today. Now let's switch around, going the other way. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Noticing how this feels in your body right away. If you feel weird or, just notice if you're having any judgments and just acknowledge them and continue on with your breathing and movement. Beautiful. Coming back to center now and taking a moment to notice how you feel inside of your body already. Excuse me. Very good. Now we're bringing our soles of feet together for a lying butterfly pose. Beautiful. So the sacral chakra located within the pelvis, we are going to be focusing on opening up the hips. So here in lying butterfly, maybe you grab onto your toes with crossing your hands to grab onto your toes here. Then we're going to inhale the knees up towards the shoulders and exhale, lower them down. Just like you're flapping your wings like a butterfly. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now moving at your own pace. As we move into the hips, sitting up a little bit taller, growing tall through the crown, chin is lifted. We have a few more here. Nice. Let's go ahead and release. Slowly walking the hands forward as much as you can, dipping the heart towards the earth. And just noticing how this intensifies the pose. Notice where you are feeling that sensation. Still using your deep inhales and your deep exhales to release physical tension, mental and emotional stress. Beautiful job. Notice if there's any emotions present, maybe thought patterns. Beautiful. Let's slowly begin to walk the hands back up. Find a breath, inhale and exhale. The hands are going to come up to the top of the mat. We're here on all fours. Moving into a few cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, cow pose. Heart is lifted, belly drops to the floor. And exhale, press the mat away, cat pose, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Pressing the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, belly button to spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now taking a few at your own pace. Beautiful. Then we'll come back to center. Now we're going to bring that right leg up to hip height, engaging that right glute. Now you can stay here, focus on engaging your core, your glute. If you want more, maybe you lift that left arm. Awesome. So now we're going to take an inhale and exhale, open up to the opposite sides of the room. Right leg to the right side, left arm to the left side. Inhale brings you back to center. Pointing the toes, exhale, flex the foot, open up. Inhale, center. Exhale, open up. Inhale, center, hold. And exhale, release the hand down, keep the leg where it is. Find your breath, deep inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen that right leg long. And exhale, knee to right elbow, staying here. And release it to the foot to the outside of that right hand for a lizard pose. So right away, we're working within the hips. So notice the sensation within the hips. And just be aware of it. Being aware of the sensation. You can stay high onto your hands, or maybe you bring that right arm on top of that right leg, pressing the right leg out. Beautiful. From here, maybe you can work the forearms down to the mat to go deeper into the pose. It's okay if your body does not allow for this. So just being present with what your body is allowing. If you want to add more on, maybe you bend bend that left leg and reach around with that right arm for a little bit of a quad stretch. We're still low in our legs. And now it's time to become aware of any physical sensation. Notice if that physical sensation has a mental thought pattern associated with it. And now begin to notice if there's an emotional sensation associated with this pose. Completely holding space for whatever is present inside of you right now. Focusing on your deep inhales and your deep exhales. Nice. Let's ground through the palms. And we'll send the hips back, finding half splits. We're a little bit wider than we would usually be in half splits, but this is okay. We immediately feel the opening through the hamstring. Finding deep inhale, deep exhale. Awesome. Now let's ground through the palms. We'll inhale that right leg back to hip height. And exhale, slowly lower the chest down. Right leg meeting at a baby cobra. Inhale, chest high, shoulders roll down and back, pressing the toes into the mat. And lower down. Maybe walking the hands closer to the rib cage. Inhale, baby cobra once again, squeezing the shoulders back. The feet are pressed into the mat, engaging the glutes, maybe lifting up higher for 3, for 2, and 1, slowly lowering down. Very nice. Let's press it back up to all fours. Inhale and exhale. Finding your center, moving it to the other side. So let's inhale that left leg up to hip height. Now you can stay here, or you can lift that right arm up. Pulling the lower belly in, your right arm is reaching towards the front, your toes are reaching towards the back, your body is fully engaged here. Take an inhale, and exhale, open up. Flexing that top foot, left leg out to the left side, right arm out to the right side. Inhale back to center, and exhale, open up. Inhale to center, hold, and lower that right arm down. Keep that left leg lifted, point the toes, find an inhale, and exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold it here. And step it outside of that left hand. Again, meeting your body wherever it is, okay? So you can stay on top or high onto your hands. Maybe you can bring that left hand on top of that left thigh to further open up that hip. This will also roll back that left shoulder. Staying focused on your breath. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. If you came down to the forearms like you did on the other side, then you can go there now. If you bent that right leg for a quad stretch, you can also take this variation and notice how this side might feel a little bit different. Remembering to be inside of your body. So notice if the mind starts to travel and bring it back through the anchor of the breath. Noticing the physical sensation present inside your body. And now beginning to notice if there's any thoughts that are present associated with the feeling. Maybe any emotions. Just holding space for whatever is present inside of your body. Coming back to our mantra. I am in the flow of life. I am present in the flow of life. I am joyfully in the flow of life. Choosing what emotion you would like to embody. Remembering to breathe. We'll begin to ground through the hands and gently send the hips back, finding your half splits. Beautiful. Your left foot can be flexed, your hips can be high, or you can sink the hips down towards the heels, feeling the length through the back of the leg. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Beautiful. Let's ground through the palms using your core strength. Inhale, left leg back. And exhale, lower the chest down. Left foot meets the right. Inhale, upward dog, baby cobra. Pressing the mat away. Now this is an upward dog, a little bit more advanced, or you can take a baby cobra if that's what feels best for your body. Okay, from here, curl onto the toes. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Your hips are high up towards the sky. Now let's take an inhale, right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog, engaging that right glute. Your hips are squared, and so are your shoulders. Find your breath, deep inhale, and exhale, step it through. Back foot spins flat to the mat. Inhale, rise up to warrior one. So warrior one, your back foot is flat to the mat. Your front knee is stacked over that ankle. Sinking as low as you can into those legs. Now this is very opening through the hips. So we're engaging that back leg to further open up through the hip flexors. We want to square off our hips with the front of the room. Sinking deeper into those legs, your hands come up high. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Find an exhale, sink into those legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Reaching up towards the ceiling for 3, for 2, and 1. Straighten that front leg. Heels in, toes out, goddess pose. So this pose is excellent for opening up the hips. Right now our shoulders are stacked over our hips. Find an inhale. And exhale, sink the hips down low. Beautiful. So we're actively engaging, pushing the knees out towards the pinky side of our feet. Notice right away how you feel. Maybe your heart is pumping. Calm down your nervous system through your breath. So taking deep inhales in through the nose. And as you exhale, sink deeper into the legs. Beautiful job. Noticing what this pose brings up inside of you. And just be present, hold space for it, for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's bring the hands to the inside of your legs, dipping the heart forward. Now let's find our breath. Inhale, and exhale, lower that left shoulder down. Beautiful. Pressing the legs out with your hands. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, dip that right leg down, or the right shoulder down. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, coming up high star pose. And just embracing what it is that you're feeling right now. Take a deep inhale. I am in the flow of life. Allowing yourself to feel balanced, to feel open. Remembering when we are in a contracted emotional state, meaning, those more negative, contracted vibrations, our body also contracts. So to feel open and expansive, this is also how we embody more open and expansive emotional states. Okay, so coming back into warrior one, take an inhale. And exhale, straighten that front leg. Hands come to the mat, finding a high pyramid pose. Your forehead comes to your knee. Both legs are straight. Your back foot is still flat to the mat. Beautiful. Find your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, come high onto the toes, keeping the hips high as well. You're high on your back toes. Beautiful. Ground through the arms, using your core strength, however you need to get there. Inhale, right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale to your chaturanga. Maybe inhale, upward dog or baby cobra, whatever's available. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Moving into our other side. Inhale, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Your shoulders stay squared, pointing your top toes. Find your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, step it through. The back foot spins flat to the mat. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Your knee is stacked over that ankle, engaging our back right leg, engaging the right glute to further open up those hips. The left knee, we want to press out just a little bit towards the pinky toe side of that foot. The knee likes to cave in. We're reaching high up towards the ceiling, engaging the arms. Let's find a deep inhale. Deep exhale, sink into those legs as far down as you can for 3, for 2, and 1. Straighten that front leg. Toes in, heels out. I'm gonna switch this way so you guys can see me. But we're finding our goddess pose. Once again, a little bit different variation this time. So we're pressing those knees out. Just take inventory. Being present here. Find an inhale. Exhale, sink into those legs. Be present with what is arising inside of you. Can you breathe a little bit deeper? Can you let go of tension, of stress, of guilt that may be blocking this center? Guilt is one of the densest emotions that blocks our sacral center. So just allow yourself to feel open and expansive and release any blockages within your sacral center now. Using your breath, deep inhale. Exhale, sink. Beautiful. It's inhale, star pose. Exhale, sink into the legs, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Last time, inhale, star. And exhale, toes in, heels out, finding a wide leg forward fold. So lowering the chest down towards the legs, grabbing for the outside of your ankles. Using your arm strength to sandwich your upper body to your lower body. Beautiful. Use your breath to clear your meridians, especially the Sushumna meridian, our center meridian that goes along our spine. Just notice what's coming up for you as you breathe. Bring the weight onto the toes slightly, and as you exhale, pull the upper body towards your thighs. face towards the earth. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and begin to release. Hands come beneath your face. This is a great time for blocks to bring the ground up to you. Wonderful. Let's find our breath. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to that. This would be your guys' left leg. Walking the hands over. Find a deep inhale. And exhale, straighten your front toes, rising up into your warrior one. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, release the upper body down, finding your high pyramid pose, but your back foot is still flat on the mat. Your face is coming towards your shin, squeezing your chin to chest, forehead to knee. Now coming high onto your right toes for your high pyramid pose. Find your breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Let's ground through the palms. Using your core strength, inhale, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, baby cobra. And exhale, knees out wide, finding now your child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Your hands are reaching towards the front, engaging through the triceps, still opening through the hips, maybe rolling up that third eye center, side to side. And walking the hands back towards your torso, knees come together. And now taking inventory, just noticing. Can you breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller? We have one more pose that we will do together, our camel pose. So your shoulders are stacking over your hips. Your hands can come to lower back, shoulders roll down and back. Let's inhale, chest high to the sky. And exhale, press the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Your heart is lifted. Maybe your hands can come to the heels, squeezing the shoulders back, releasing the head. Little sips of air, squeezing the glutes, sending the hips forward, releasing any negative energy. And we'll slowly change. Hands come to lower back, hips come to heels, palms face up in your lap. Closing down the eyes and just noticing. Focusing on our mantra, I am in the flow of life. I am joyfully in the flow of life. Just notice how that feels inside of your body. Notice how it feels to be balanced here within your sacral center. Bringing the hands to heart. Maybe envisioning that beautiful orange center in the center of the hips once again. Maybe lighter and brighter than before. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful yoga session to connect with and cleanse and balance our sacral center. Namaste.